Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome to SJ YouTube. I am Sabi Jilani, your host and curator. On this channel, we explore fascinating topics through engaging animations and informative content from science and history to technology and more. We'll uncover new insight and ideas together. So now let's start our video without wasting any of the time of mine's and yours. So today's topic is the Mongols. Were the Mongols a catastrophe for mankind or enlightened conquerors? The rise of Genghis Khan. In 1162, a boy called Temujin was born to a leader of a minor Mongol clan. His father was poisoned while he was still a boy, and his prospects in life seemed limited to surviving to adulthood and raising a family. The Mongol people were poor and had been divided for centuries. The Chinese, the major power to the south, had successfully maintained these divisions by the supporting one Khan leader, whistles creating quarrels between rival Mongol Khans. To prevent any one of them becoming to power, they switched sides to ensure that all remained weak and divided. The young Temujin, literally meaning had strong, was determined to unite the Mongol clans. In fact, he believed it was his destiny to lead his people to conquer the known world. Temujin was eventually elected as the Khan of all other Mongol clans. It is from this point that we refer to him by his earned title, Genghis Khan. Question number 2. How the Mongol conquest under Genghis Khan? The Mongol conquest under Genghis Khan stretches from the Caspian Sea to the border of Manchuria in China, and from the Siberian forest to what is now Afghanistan. The tactic that helped Genghis Khan to add city after city to his growing empire was that the inhabitants were always given a choice when the Mongol armies camped outside their walls. This was enough to force the surrender of small cities in Central Asia, but the Shah of the Khwarezmid Empire took no notice of the strength of Genghis Khan's vast and strong empire. He had Genghis Khan in kill, which infuriated Genghis Khan. Question number 3. How did he treat his followers? Genghis Khan was unique amongst the Mongol leaders because he valued loyalty above all the other traits amongst his followers. The military victories came often and were often spectacular, but when his forces were not successful, Genghis Khan was careful to remember those who had remained loyal to him and ensured they were promoted in future campaigns. Genghis Khan, however, could not allow this insult to go unpunished, and he began planning to move his large army westward towards the Khwarezmid Empire. His first major target was Bukhara in 1220, followed by Nishapur. With Persia under Mongol control, the gate of the Muslim lands of the Middle East was now open. Question number 4. Why the Mongol siege and sack of Baghdad? In the year after the death of Genghis Khan, his two grandsons continued his legacy. Mongol expanded Mongol authority eastward into China and westward into Iraq and Syria. Kublai Khan survived a period of civil war after Mongol's death to become the sole ruler of all of China. In 1258, Mongol ordered his younger brother Hulagu and assembled an army of 150,000 in preparation for an attack on the last remnant of the once all-powerful Abbasid Caliphate, the city of Baghdad. Hulagu army completely surrounded Baghdad, and after a siege of 12 days, the Mongol army broke through the city wall. What followed has gone down in history as one of the great catastrophe to have been fallen a civilization in history. Some says 10 lakh, while other quotes as high as 50 lakhs. Combined millions killed in Bukhara and Nishapur, but the shock the Muslim world suffered came not just from the multitude of dead, but as a result of a Mongol desecration of a city that had for over 500 years been recognized as the center of the Islamic world. At the heart of the great trauma for the Muslim world was the destruction of the world famous libraries of Baghdad. Thus, the Islamic Golden Age that had started with the rise of the Abbasids in the 88th century came to the decisive end. Now we will discuss a temperland. What is a temperland and how the last great Mongol conqueror? Temur was born around 1336 CE in modern Uzbekistan. Born into a Turkic-speaking noble clan of Mongol origin, he grew up on the Central Asian steppe, just like the idol Genghis Khan. For a brief time, he lived as an outlaw. He developed a permanent limp due to a leg injury, leading some to label him as Temur the Lame or Temperland. Long after his death, Temur still strongly divides opinion, where some see a violent and ruthless destroyer of civilization, others see a visionary conqueror who became of history great generals. Temur armies completely conquered all of the Persia by 1385. As the 14th century drew towards a close, he attacked northern India. Much of the Temur Central Asian Empire became part of the first of the Russia Empire in the 18th and 19th century, and later the Soviet Union in the 20th century. It is also said that when Temur's body was taken out of its casket, an additional inscription was found which read, "Whomsoever opens my tomb shall unleash an invader more terrible than one." 3 days after the body was exhumed, Adolf Hitler launched Operation Barbarossa, the Nazi surprise invasion of the Soviet Union in 1941. His conquest of Delhi in 1398 was perhaps his most significant achievement. As with almost all of Temur's conquest, Delhi was heavily depopulated by the sword. So, here is the statue of a temperland in Uzbekistan. Temur merged his army back towards the Middle East and began a war on two fronts with both and Mamluks and the Ottoman sultans, which he won. Temur only saved craftsmen in the territories he conquered and sent them to work on turning Samarkand into the world's greatest city. Temur's final attempt to create the great Mongol Empire took him to China, where his conquest only came to an end with his death in February 1405. So here is the interior of the Temperland's mausoleum in Samarkand. Now we will discuss some key facts and overview. Point number 1. The Mongols were united under the charismatic leadership of Genghis Khan in the early 13th century. Point 2. Genghis Khan annihilated the Khwarezmid Empire, laying waste the great city of Bukhara in 1220. Point 3. Mongol Khan ordered his younger brother Hulagu Khan to attack Baghdad in 1258. Now, point 4. Kublai Khan, the grandson of Genghis Khan, emerged as the dominant figure after the breakup of the Mongol Empire following the death of Mongke. Point 5. An unknown minor chief called Temur continued Genghis Khan's project for the world conquest using the same tactics. Now we will overview ourselves that what we learned in this video. So, 1162 CE, the birth of Temujin Genghis Khan. 1258 CE, the sack of Baghdad. 1336 CE, the birth of Temperland. 1385 CE, Temperland conquered Persia. 1398 CE, Temperland conquered Delhi. And 1405 CE, Temperland died. Finally, he died, and then all the wars were finished. So that's it for today. Join me in the next video for more topics. Thanks for exploring with me. Subscribe to SJ YouTube for more informative and engaging content. Hit the notification bell to stay cautious. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.